Rio, you ready to go? What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today we are going to be doing a quick trail ride in Lake Mead. It's called 8 Mile Road, I believe. And we're going to be doing a little quick day trip, Sunday FUNDAY, and we're going to go do some exploring in the area. So what we're going to be looking at is easy overlanding, off-roading trails near Las Vegas. So 8 miles is the one that we're going to do today. It is approximately 28 miles in length, and it should take us, probably an hour to do. And then at the end of the trail, supposedly there's a really nice beach area, really good views of the lake. And so we're going to do just a little picnic out there. We're going to do some tomato bisque and grilled Gouda cheese sandwiches. So stay tuned for that, guys. Let's get rolling. Alright guys, so we are approaching the 8 Mile Trailhead start, and the reason why it's called 8 Mile is because it's approximately 8 miles from the park entrance all the way to the trailhead where the dirt actually starts. So that's why it's named 8 Mile. Alright guys, so we are at the beginning of the trailhead now. If you guys are new here, my name is Caden, and I do a new video every week on pretty much anything outdoors, camping, hiking, fishing, adventure videos like this one. So the reason why I chose this trail is because it was one of the top rated trails that I found close to Vegas that are rated as easy. I did just upgrade the suspension on the truck, and so that's kind of one of the reasons why we're coming out here today, is just kind of, do a little shakedown run and just make sure everything's good with the new shocks. So those shocks that I did put on are called, they're called Bilstein 5100s, and I'll show you that back here. So hopefully you guys can see those. And I did put it at the highest settings, which is about 2 inches of lift. Hopefully that'll smooth out the ride quite a bit when we are hitting the trails. So I'm not gonna air down today. I think the trail is, at least from what I've read, it is pretty easy, so I don't think you're gonna need to air down. There are some washboards that we're hitting right now to start. So there's a good amount of campers out here already. Some people have their Class A big RVs out here, so definitely an easy area to get your bigger rigs into this area if you wanted to camp out here. And we're going to try and make our way all the way to the point out here and try and find some cool off the water campsites. This is the first time Carly's driving while we're hitting the trail. How you liking it, babe?
It's rad, bro.
Extreme! Should have brought my kayak and my fishing pole. You got a big bump right here? You're good. Slow and steady. You got it, you got it. Just follow the road down. All right. You're on a rock. All right, guys, so I think we found one of our top camping spots now. Off of this road. We're like at this little cove right here that dips in, but it's right off the water. Pretty flat right here, so you can easily set up your tent, your camp. But if you guys are interested, I'll leave the coordinates down below for this area right here. Really cool spot though. Pretty shallow water, so it would be easy to launch your kayak out of here and go fish in this little bay right here. All right, guys, so we are gonna continue on with our journey and see if we can't make it all the way. All right, guys, so we've just been exploring the trails around this area, and there are a ton. There's a lot out here, and I've just been looking at the map using Google Maps, or not Google Maps, Apple Maps, and then turning on the satellite feed so you can actually see like the roads and stuff that you can follow along. And luckily there's we do get signal out here. The tip that we're at right now is a little bit rockier than the other spots that we've found. All right, guys, we found one more spot right on the water. Really cool little area. Super quiet. I think this is where we're gonna have lunch today. Already got the fire pit out right here. Getting down here though, there were some pretty sandy spots, so definitely use some caution when you're driving down here, and watch for soft sand, because we did start sinking just a little bit coming to this point. Luckily we had 4-wheel drive on and we kind of gunned it out of there, so it was good. I did bring some Max Tracks and a shovel just in case though, just because you never know coming down into these washes like this. But man, look at this, the water super calm. We're in like this little cove area. Really pretty out today, right? No, like look at this shoreline right here. Good girl, oh yes. Oh, yeah. Looks like there's some fish in this area. Unfortunately, I did not bring any type of fishing gear. Rio's having a good old time though. Rio, come here. Good girl, she's doing some swimming. We're seeing some fish jumping over there. This is definitely going to be one of our go-to spots in the summer. Easy access to launch your floaties or kayaks. Little private beachfront over here. No traffic coming by. Really nice area. So this just got stuck on Rio. I don't know. Some kind of like little pokey thing, but look how much, it's so pokey that it's barely holding onto my glove with like nothing. My dog was on Rio's tail. No. So, use caution, dogs. Adventure dogs of the world. All right, guys, so we are making some grilled cheese, Gouda grilled cheese sandwiches with some tomato bisque. So this is the brand new grill that Carly gave me for Christmas. I have not used it yet. We've been using the Tembo Tusk a lot, but we're gonna be dusting it off today. All right, guys, so a tip I found for making grilled cheese sandwiches is you should use shredded cheese if you have it. So what I did was we're using shredded sharp cheddar, and I cut cubes of small little Gouda pieces. And so that's how you get like that gooey meltiness, and it makes the cheese a lot easier to melt as well. All right, guys, and now I'm going to warm up the tomato bisque while the grilled cheese is going. Tomato bisque, I got this over at Albertsons, the pre-made stuff, because, you know, we keeping it easy. So what I'm going to be using is this Stanley set, and essentially inside of here, which is really cool, it has multiple bowls a lid. It's got a ladle, which I'm going to be using for the soup. And then I also keep some utensils in here as well. But inside of here, you have your bowls. And then you can use this to essentially warm up any type of soup, but it comes with these 2 bowls, which is really cool. I really like this set. This might be one of my favorite camp sets I have, just because it comes with the bowls in here and comes with some spatulas that are all really compact and backpack friendly. So let's get this soup rolling. For the ladle. This is why I brought the double burner, so we can do both of these at the same time. Another cool thing is this this set right here has a lid. So put the lid on, make it warm up a little bit faster. Our lakeside views. This is so good. That Gouda cheese in the grilled cheese sandwich is amazing. Also, this tomato bisque from Albertsons, really good. Rio has gotten herself into a couple of these little prickly things. Holy crap. Oh, this one won't come off me. It's been a while since I've had these old school Coleman stoves, but I love this built-in flap with it, and it did pretty well, being able to warm up 2 things at once. And it's pretty compact when you close it all up. I like that you can keep the little knob that attaches to the propane inside of this, so you never forget to actually bring this with you. Not bad. Thanks, babe.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so we are getting packed up and ready to go. Food was really good. The Gouda definitely makes a big difference with these grilled cheese sandwiches. We're pretty much at the end of 8 Mile, and there are a ton of pull-offs, a ton of places to camp. So highly recommend this area. It's a lot of fun. It's really quiet out here too, and even though there are a lot of people camping up at the top, if you have like 4x4 or a smaller rig, you can actually get to these coves like we are here. And as you can see, there's really no one around us. We have this entire spot pretty much all to ourselves, which is really awesome. So we're definitely going to be back here in the future and do some camping. I'll probably do some fishing as well because, I mean, why not? We're right on the water here. If you guys have any easy overlanding trails near Las Vegas that you really like, comment them down below. Again, the reason why I ended up going to 8 Mile is because I saw on a couple websites that this road was a pretty popular, easy overlanding road to go hit, so I wanted to go check it out myself. Alright guys, that concludes the video. We are making our way home now, and we are at the top of the trailhead off of the main North Shore Road in Lake Mead. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions about any of the spots that you've seen in this video, comment them down below. If you guys like more videos like this, I do a new video every week on pretty much anything outdoors, camping, hiking, fishing, exploration videos like the one we just did today. So check out the channel, subscribe, and if you guys like this video, definitely like it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks.